I am Teacher Ivy, your beautiful, loving, and cheerful teacher that will give you a lot of knowledge and wisdom. But before we start our discussion, let us first feel the guidance of our Lord through the prayer to be led by Annalisa.
Please bow your heads and let us pray. Dear Jesus, please show me how to spend this day sharing your love in every way. Help me to be kind to everyone, to play and laugh and have lots of fun, shining your light and giving your grace, sharing your joy with a smile on my face. Angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom God's love commits me here. Ever this day be at my side, to light and guard, to rule and guide. Amen.
For our food for thought, Teacher Mark Luis will share it in our class.
Hi guys! Can someone read our food for thought and explain it? Salamat! That's right! Nobody can predict the future, but to live on a day-to-day basis is key to have a firm grasp of present. We must need to transcend, transport, escape. We need meaning, understanding, and explanation. We need to see overall patterns in our lives. We need hope, the sense of future, the freedom to get beyond ourselves in a state of mind that allow us to release above our immediate surroundings and see the beauty and the value of the world we live in.
Thank you so much, Sir Mark Luis, for the very inspiring message. So class, these are the rules in our online session. Number 1, wear white t-shirt. Number 2, always open your camera and mute your mic. Number 3, raise the hand button if you have something to ask. Number 4, be kind and respectful. And number 5, actively participate in our online class session. Do you understand it?
Yes po.
By the way, is there anyone absent from the class?
None po. We are all present.
Wow, very good! Give yourself a bird clap because all of you are on time and complete. 1 tweet, 1, 2, tweet, tweet, 1, 2, 3, tweet, tweet, tweet. And also, because of that, you will have the certificate of perfect attendance. Before we proceed to our math aralin, let me check if you still remember our last lesson. It's time to have a math tanong. Are you ready?
Yes po.
Do you remember our lesson last day?
Yes po. It is about solves routine and non-routine problems using data presented in a pie graph.
Very good! What can you say about pie graph?
It is a circular graph that is divided into sections that represents data in ratios such as percentages po.
Very good! So another answer?
It represents data as a part of a whole using a circle po.
Nice one! So what is the measure of circle?
A circle measures 316 degrees and represents 100% po.
Wonderful! Do you remember the rules in solving it?
Yes po. It is understand, plan, solve, and check.
Good job! So how can we interpret it?
We can interpret pie graph using fractions, decimals, and percents po.
Very good! So the pie graph is mainly used to represent?
It is mainly used in representing statistics po.
Wow! It really looks like you remembered our last topic with your mind and heart. So give yourself super galing clap. 1, 2, 3, super galing! Now, we will go to our new lesson. But before that, let's have a game for you to have an idea about our new topic. Are you ready and excited? So, let's start the Tell Me What You See word game. You need to be mataklawin here. 1, 2, 3, go! Certain, chance, decimal, probability, unlikely, even chance, fraction, impossible, likely, outcome, percent, predicting. Very good! I know that you have already an idea about our lesson for today, but I know you want to play more, am I right? Okay, now let's start the pictures game situation. Number 1. You will go to the school, but the sky is so dark. What is the possibility to happen next, and what will you bring?
Oh my! I think po it will be raining soon and I need to bring my umbrella and coat to avoid being drenched in rain.
Very good! Number 2. Nico play online games until midnight, even though he need to go to school tomorrow. What is the possible outcomes of it?
Oh no! Nico will be late to wake up and go to school.
Very good! Number 3. Maria reviewed the lesson and her notes for the quiz tomorrow. She gave effort and studied well. So what do you think the scores she will get in this quiz? Oh, I think Mom, she will get the highest score because she really studied well. Not only students is like that. Some are only in their gadgets rather than studying their lesson. Wow, very good. Maria is really a good role model student, right? That's why we really need to value education and contribute for the betterment of our society. Now I know that you already have a big idea about our lesson for today. So anyone who can share it in our class?
I think po, Ma'am, it is about probability.
Very good. Give yourself super galing clap. 1, 2, 3, super galing! Objectives. After an hour of class discussion and activities, the learners will be able to: Number 1. Define and determine the probability of a simple event such as 50% chance of rain and 1 in a million chance of winning. Number 2. Calculate possible outcomes and make predictions of probability in the given event. Number 3. Express appreciation on the importance of probability in real-life situation through role-playing. Now let's go to our math talakay. Today we will tackle probability. So what it is? From the crossword you solve, what do you think is the best word to describe it?
Chance po. Predicting.
Very good! The chance that something will happen is called probability. No one can predict the future, but probability can help us to make reasonable assumptions about future events based on their likelihood. Can you read the meaning of it? Probability or chance is how likely something is to happen. If something has a low probability, it is unlikely to happen. If something has a high probability, it is likely to happen. Thank you. Very good. Probability may be given in fraction, decimal, or percent. The value of probability ranges from 0 to 1. 0 means that event is impossible to happen, while 1 means the event is certain or surely to happen. So, we can conclude that the event is unlikely to happen when its probability is closer to 0, like winning a jackpot in a lottery, where you only have 1 in a million chance of winning, while the most likely to happen an event is the closer its probability to 1. Again, the properties of an event are: 1. A probability is a number between 0 and 1. 2. 0 means the event is impossible to happen. 3. 1 means the event is certain to happen. Okay, so remember class, Probability will help us to decide how often something is likely to happen. But it will never help us exactly when that event will happen, unless the probability is 0 or 1. For us to easily understand it, let's see the probability number line. The probability is start from
0 to 1.
and the half of it are 1/2. Less than 1/2 means less probable than not. More than 1/2 means more probable than not. 0 when in decimal is 0.0 and in percent, 0%. This means that impossible to happen. In between 0 and 1/2 is
1/4.
which is 0.25 in decimal and
25%.
which means unlikely to happen. Next is 1/2. When we write in decimal is
0.5 or 50%.
which stands for as likely or unlikely to happen. It has even chance. Between 1/2 and 1 is
3/4.
which is 0.75 in decimal and 75% in percentage, which means likely to happen. And of course, the 1, which is
1.0.
1.0, very good, in decimal, and in percent is
100%.
which means that certain or surely to happen. Now, let's go to math samples. Direction. Using possible, most unlikely, as unlikely, or even chance. Most likely and certain to describe each of the following statements. Number 1. According to Mang Tani, there is a 50% chance of rain tomorrow. What did you notice in the picture? The half part points there is a possibility to rain. The other half points there is a possibility to not rain, and it was such a sunny day. It has a even chance po. That's right, because it can be likely and unlikely to rain. There are 50-50% chance. Number 2. In the Philippines, it is expecting to have a snow tomorrow.
It is impossible to snow because we are tropical country.
Very good. Using our common sense, we can also give probability even it has no percent. But of course, common sense is not always common. In finding probability, we also need to think critically, observe, and analyze. Number 3. The likelihood that my name will be selected twice from the fishbowl with 15 names of my classmates is about 13%.
It is most unlikely po that my name will be chosen, but not impossible po.
Very good. Number 4. The sports analyst says that Manny Pacquiao has 75% chance of winning his fight.
He is most likely to win the fight.
Nice one. Number 5. The sun will rise tomorrow.
Certain to happen po.
Very good. How about can you give your own another examples and your classmates will tell the probability of it? Can you do it?
Yes na yes po, we can do it.
Ma'am, I will give example. The sun is rise in south. It is impossible because the sun rises in the east. Very good. Another example. According to Kuya Kim, there is a 85% chance of raining today. It is most likely to rain today because the probability is closer to 100%. Very good. Another. There is 1 in a million chance of winning in a lottery. It is most unlikely to win in the lottery, but it is not impossible po because we buy our ticket, but the probability is very small. That's right. Another example. Can you give more? Sir Aldrin is 100% dedicated and love to teach mathematics subject. It is certain po because it is 100% and we really know it and he proved it to us. Wow, very good! But what if there is no clues? Like there is no percentage in a given situation. There is no fraction or decimal. How can we solve probability? Of course, we are the one who will create and calculate it with the help of executing probability formula, which is probability is equal to number of favorable outcome divide number of possible outcomes. So, are you ready to explore more the world of probability?
Yes po, we are ready.
Okay, let's go na!
In a box, there was a 1 yellow cubes, 2 blue cubes, and 2 green cubes. Total of 5 cubes. What is the probability of picking yellow cube out of the box? What is our formula in getting it? Probability is equal to favorable outcomes divide possible outcomes. Very good. Favorable outcomes is the specific outcomes we are looking for. And we are looking for the probability of picking yellow cube. So, how many yellow in a box? There is 1. Very good. So, the possible outcomes, i-divide natin. So, how many it is? The total of possible outcomes is... There are 1 yellow, 2 blue, and 2 green. Total of 5 cubes. So, 1/5 is in the fraction form. So, how about in decimal? Decimal form. Can anyone answer? 0.20! 20% po. So, it is unlikely to happen, right? Yes po. So, how can we say it?
Because 20% is closer to 0% and 50%, so it is unlikely to happen.
Very good. So what is the probability of picking blue cube out of the box? Okay, we should divide the favorable outcomes and possible outcomes. So the favorable outcomes now is we are looking for blue cube. So how many it is?
2 po.
Very good. So the possible outcomes is divide
5 po.
And when it was in 2/5 in decimal form is
0.40. 40%. It is unlikely to pick the blue out of the box.
very good because 40% is closer to 0% and 50%. Very good. Now, what is the probability of not picking yellow cube out of the box? We have a 5 cubes here. So, the question is not picking yellow. So, except on yellow, the favorable outcomes is, what do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 po. Very good. So, divide natin sa possible outcomes which is 5. In decimal form, it is
0.80 or 80% po.
very good. So, it is
Likely to not pick yellow out of the box po because it is closer to 100%.
very good. Give yourself wonderful clap. 1, 2, 3, wonderful. This time, we have a spinner. Spin the wheel. So, what is the probability of landing on 3 or 5? The probability formula is
Probability equal favorable outcomes divide possible outcomes po.
very good. So, we have a 2 favorable outcomes here which are 3 and 5. So, we will divide it to possible outcomes. What are those? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Total of 6 possible outcomes. So, 2, 6 in a fraction form, we need to lowest term it. Find the greatest common factor, which is 2 po. Very good. So, 2 divided to 1. 6 divided to 3. 1/3. So, in decimal form, it is, anyone who can answer? 0.33 or 33% po. Very good. So, it is unlikely to happen. It is unlikely to land on 3 or 5. Very good. So, what is the probability of landing on an even number? First, we need to find what is the even number. What are those? Can you say it? 2, 4, 6. So, how many it is? 3. Divide the possible outcomes, which are 6 po. Okay, again, what will we need to do? Lowest term. Divide natin sa 3. Very good. 1. 6 divided 3, 2. 1/2 in fraction form. So, in decimal, it is 0.50. 50% in percentage. Very good. So, it is likely and is unlikely to land on an even number po. Very good. So, what about the probability of landing on 4? So, again, 4, we only have a 4. So, it is 1 po. Divide the possible outcomes, which are 6 po. So, 1/6 in decimal form is
0.166 or 16.67%. It is unlikely to happen po because it is closer to 0.
Very good. So, how about what is the probability of landing on 7? The favorable outcomes is 0 because there is no 7 in the number of a spin wheel. And the possible outcomes are 6 po. So, it will be divided. It became 0. 0%. It's impossible. It is impossible to land on 7 po. Wow, very good.
Wow, you really did a great job in our discussion. Now, let's go to our matutunan. In your own words, what is probability?
Probability means the possibility that an event will occur or not.
Very good. So, what are the place value of probability?
A probability is a number between 0 and 1.
And what are the clues that may be given in probability?
Can be in a form of fraction, decimal, or percent po. It also have a words that can describe it like impossible, most likely, as unlikely, or even chance, most likely, and certain po.
Very good. So, how do you compute the probability in a certain event? Do you remember the formula?
Yes po, probability is equal to number of favorable outcome divide number of possible outcomes.
Very good. Do you believe that every day we use probability?
Yes po.
Very good. How probability help our daily lives?
It helps us to predict and how likely or unlikely the things will happen in our daily life. Like for example po, if the sky is dark, it has a big probability that it will rain, especially if Mang Tani say it. Haha, that's why we need to stay in our house or bring umbrella.
Very good. So what if probability is not exist?
Our world is not be organized and become in trouble po.
Wonderful! So class, remember that probability plays a vital role in our day-to-day life. In the weather forecast, sports and gaming strategies, buying or selling insurance, online shopping and online games, determining blood groups, and analyzing political strategies. But it has a limitation. We cannot correlate the probability. You cannot view charts or statistics on them like the pie graph we discussed last day. You cannot extract data from them or include them in reports. But we cannot deny that knowing probability helps us in many things, especially in our daily lives. So let's say, we love math. We love probability. Now, are you ready in our math try nga? For your individual activity part 1, perform the experiment below. Answer it in your math notebook. Number 1. When you flip a coin, there are only 2 possible outcomes. What are they? Number 2. Based on this information, what is the probability of the coin landing on head? Expressed as fraction. Number 3. If you flip the coin 12 times, how many heads do you think you should get? And how many tails? Did your prediction match your experiment? What do these results tell you? Now, for the individual activity part 2, answer it and express your answers as percent or and fraction. Number 1. In the word banana, which is the letter that would most likely be picked at random? Number 2. A box contains 5 red marbles, 7 blue marbles, and 8 white marbles. What is the probability of taking out a red marble? Number 3. If you will choose a number below, what is the chance of getting an odd number? Number 4. What is the probability of choosing letter O in the word school? Number 5. What is the probability of getting a 9 in a regular die? Are you finished answering?
Yes po.
Okay, let's check now your individual activity. Is this the answer you get? Who got a perfect scores?
Wow, I got a perfect scores po. Me din po, me.
Wow, give yourself a pat-bet clap. Pak na pak, bet na bet, pak-bet clap. Now, for your group activity, you will perform a role-playing. Direction. You will be grouped into 3 groups with 7 members. Each group will perform a scene that will showcase the use of probability in our daily lives. Time of preparation, 10 minutes. Presentation, 5 minutes. Group 1 will assign at home, Group 2 at school, and Group 3 playing games at the park. These are the rubrics that I will use in grading your group activity. So good luck everyone and work as a team. Wow! All of you did a great job in your role-playing. You are truly mathematic students. Now we will proceed to your mathematics time. This is a short quiz situational. A recitation activity was given to the students of grade 6 Earth. The teacher wrote the name of her students on slips of paper and placed in a bowl for the draw lot. Names were picked at random. Find each probability of the following scenarios. A. Drawing a name that begins with letter A. B. Drawing a name that begins with letter C. C. Drawing a name that starts with consonant letter. D. Probability of a female student being called in the recitation activity. E. Probability of a male student being called in the recitation activity. So, are you finished answering it?
Yes po.
Okay, let's check it now. Is this the answer you get?
Yes po. Me din po, me.
Wow, very good! Give yourself super galing clap. 1, 2, 3, super galing! Now, it's time to go home. For your assignment, write an entry in your journal describing how much you already learned about probability and their application, especially in real-life situation. Include also the best part and whatever points in the lesson in which you still need clarifications. Do you understand your assignment?
Yes po, Ma'am Ivy. Thank you so much for your wonderful discussion and for Sir Mike Lewis in the very inspiring message.
Welcome, class! Once again, I am Teacher Ivy, your beautiful, loving, and cheerful teacher who never tires of giving you abundant knowledge, together with Sir Mark Luis Lopez. May you harvest it with appreciation and may we continue to enrich and develop ourselves. This is your certificate because you prove that you are a certified Matinic students. Congratulations to all! See you again in our next meeting. Bye-bye!